is up, everybody? Welcome to Fresh Take. Vicky, how are you doing this morning?
Hi, everybody. I am here.
All right, you know what we're here for? Hawkeye, episode 4, Partners, Am I Right? That was the name of the episode. Once again, starting with a recap. Why are we doing this recap, mess?
I
Um,
was skip.
yeah, just
skip.
skip the recap. I don't know why they're doing recaps. Just skip the recap. But we pretty much start where it left off at with Hawkeye and Kate in her mom's house, and of course the parents, her mom's home, and Jack is home. We knew Jack was home, but we didn't know mom was home. And there is had the most awkward table meeting. I guess I could call it awkward table meeting just because of the simple
Yep.
fact that you have they know he's an Avenger and he's at their table. Very
Like,
interesting.
I know, the mom's asking, oh, well, don't put my daughter's life in danger. She always looks up to you, blah, blah, blah. As a mother of how old is Kate? 22?
22, yeah.
22-year-old girl. What is this grown behind man doing with my daughter? I'm not we're not doing that. You are the same age as me, sir. Why are you with my daughter? No, you need
Well, question: did you find that when they walked when she was walking him out, did you find that conversation a little bit weird that she knew about Natasha? I found that a little bit weird.
Her mom is shady as all can get out. Okay,
Yeah.
She worked with the kingpin herself. Okay,
Yes.
Jack don't even realize
He's getting played.
This woman is in, because it's like, oh wow, look how amazing this apartment is, and blah 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 blah. I don't care how much money she makes, she dirty. Okay, we're not gonna front like she's clean because she's dirty. Maybe Kate will find out now. Maybe Kate will find out in the future. Who knows? Yeah. Kate, but her mom's dirty. Okay, and we know Jack was dirty. We always know. Yeah. And why would he, out of all the swords that he has all over the house, why would he grab the Ronin sword, the one that obviously was at the auction and was shady and all kinds of stuff like that? Out of all the knives to grab, why would you grab? I mean, all the swords to grab. Why would you grab that one?
And there are literally swords hanging up on the wall. So I'm like, bro, you could have grabbed one of them.
Yeah.
At least not try to look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I found that whole. Plus, since it's Vera Farmiga, I'm like, clearly you're evil. So it didn't help that I found that little conversation a little bit weird and suspect for real. Because I'm like, hold on, I'm pretty sure only the Avengers and certain people in S.H.I.E.L.D. know what happened to Natasha.
But maybe that's what we think, and that's not actually true. More people do know. Maybe there's, it might not be printed in the tabloids common knowledge, but maybe it is a little bit more common knowledge amongst certain people. And she's in security. She was in New York, so maybe she knows a little bit more just from in the circle she moves in. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? And it's only way for a secret to stay a secret is if everybody's dead. So
that's true.
Too many people who are alive that know what happened. And then it's okay.
Yeah, because I would think none of the Avengers would actually have told what happened on Vormir. I don't. Yeah, I don't think they would have told. But
so, what is the story that they're telling people? She died.
They're just saying she died. Because technically she did.
I mean, she did, but she did so much in her death that I would be like, if my best friend.
But he probably got told not to say nothing.
I don't care what you said. My best friend gave her life for me and all you raggedy people on the planet. And you want me to be quiet about it? No, I'm telling everybody. I'm going to TMZ. I'm going to the Shade Room. I'm telling every single person. Everybody gonna know why my best friend did. No, there's no way. There's not enough gag order even with the gag order, however they kept.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he told his wife. I know Clint told his wife because
that ain't enough
they
people.
pretty much established at this point that he tells her everything.
I would post it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I would have did a TikTok.
Well,
no.
we know that he know. Oh, in this episode, just to let you know, you probably need to watch Black Widow if you haven't watched Black Widow yet. You probably need to watch it because
that's true because you wouldn't even know who that was.
Yeah, you're not gonna know who the person is.
You wouldn't even. That is true. I totally forgot about that. I was like, if you didn't watch Black Widow, you're like, okay, so we're just gonna skip ahead. We're just gonna skip straight to that part when what's her name?
Yelena Belova.
Yeah. So when her sister basically shows up.
Yeah.
Black Widow's sister, who also was trained to be a Black Widow, blah blah blah, yada yada. Watch the movie. She was basically sent and believes that Clint is the reason why her sister is dead. So that's another reason why
he probably should have told somebody. Yeah, because she believes he murdered her. She believes he murdered her, and that's not the case.
Not the case. So then here's my thing. She became friends with her sister at the end. In the movie, like they actually kept in touch and she became friends. She was wearing her vest and yada 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 blah 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 blah. How in talking to your sister, which you're assuming that they were talking just a little bit, just a little bit before her, her death. Your sister never mentioned her best friend. Your sister never concerned. If my sister was to die. And her best friend was there. First of all, I would hope that I would know who I know who my brother's best friends are. If someone were to pop off, I know which friends to call up there.
To call first, yeah.
So, as a sister, instead of automatically assuming that the best friend, how you not know that's her best friend, number one. Number two, if that is the best friend, how you gonna automatically assume that the best friend is the one who did it?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you? And then three, she is a Black Widow who, if you watch the movie, you saw the corruptness, the crazy, over, wild, fake family, just wild mess that happened, okay?
Yeah.
As a person, and then when she wakes up and realizes how bad it is, why are you going to believe this random chick telling you, oh, this is the woman, this is the person who killed your sister? You going to believe this quote-unquote governmental crazy shady authority figure after you just went through all of that? You're just gonna believe her is the one who killed your sister? That's what you're gonna believe? You ain't that stupid. If you are that stupid, then you need to go ahead, you need to jump off the cliff.
Yeah, that's because I'm hoping, because she's supposed to be, episode 5 is supposed to be pretty much Yelena is supposed to be all in it. So I'm hoping we get an answer to that question, because I'm like, wait a minute, so you mean to tell me Natasha never talked about Clint to Yelena? That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. And then
now I'm pretty sure she didn't tell him about like his family and stuff like that, because that's different. But she would have told him about, because Clint ain't no it's gonna take a lot to kill Clint. You're not just gonna walk up on him and kill Clint. It don't work like that.
I would never see her just swallowing any intel that the woman would have gave her as possible proof. I still wouldn't believe it, because as she knows, all that could be made up and fake. So before I would even attack, I would stalk.
Yeah.
And if he's in the middle of a fight, I would not jump in the fight. I'm still going to stalk and walk
and wait, see what happens. Yeah.
Watch, see what happens, and then get him alone. Because, hello, smart.
Yeah. Now, once again, Kate is being Kate. Look, I love Haley Steinfeld, but god dang, are they laying it on thick with her causing a whole lot of stuff because of her inexperience.
He needs to just he needs to take her and send her to his family. You know what? This will just be so much easier. You go to my family.
Just go to my family. Just hang out with them. I get that. I get the thing she's trying to impress him. I'm like, you don't need to try to impress him. Just do what the hell he says. Yeah. Just do what the hell he says. Because the thing is, like, they're doing, and they have another good heart-to-heart scene in the episode. It's a nice little scene because she realizes that she's the reason that he's not home, and so she tries to make Christmas for him.
Mm-hmm.
Nice gesture, like I said, nice gesture.
Beautiful.
But she keeps prying, and it's like, girl, he an assassin, all right? He's a shield trained government assassin. He is paid to kill people. That's what he does. Yes, he's a quote unquote hero because pretty much because of Cap in the Avengers, but his pay grade is for Shield, and that's how he got his money. That's how he made his money. So he don't really want to talk about it, and she keeps trying to press to talk about it, and
Yeah.
it kind of led to kind of like a little. It wasn't a tense situation, but kind of like awkward when because she doesn't get it. Once again, she's looking through hero worship, so it's kind of like messing up. It's not messing up. It's actually making the story interesting, but at the same time, at the end of the episode where they have to go to Echo's apartment to get the Iron Man to get Tony's watch, all that stuff is like, dude, just listen to him. No, she's too busy trying to impress him with what she knows how to do, and I'm like, you gonna wind up getting killed because
at this point time, I'm like, listen, Clint, right? What you should do, right? Put her in the Ronin suit and just let her die and get killed. And then you're gonna feel real bad, right? And then just get some extra therapy because you already got you're already PTSD, traumatized, all kinds of stuff anyway. So what's the point? Might as well just add to it more stuff to pay the therapist for. You know what I'm saying? And then just move on. Because you know what? When somebody's that stupid, maybe it's best for them not to.
Well, the other thing too is like, okay, so clearly Echo is in the crib. I don't know how Echo found out about his family. That's going to be interesting to find out how she found out about that. Especially with it being like off the books, period. Like Kingpin wouldn't even know about it. Mm-hmm. So how in the world did she find out? They're going to have to explain how Echo found out about that. The other thing too is when Yelena shows up, so Kate is getting destroyed in that apartment. She's getting beat up. So she has to get out. He's fighting Yelena on the rooftop adjacent and still finds a way to get her to kind of safety. Mm-hmm. And so she tries to help. She did have a clear shot at Yelena because I went back and watched the episode. She did have a clear shot at Yelena, but she didn't take it. And a friend of mine was like, was that meant to mirror what Clint said about Natasha? Because remember, when he first met Natasha, he had a clear shot to take it, and he just didn't take it. Yep. Was that the thing? But then Yelena throws her off the side of a building, and it's one of those situations where he has a PTSD moment.
Yep.
Back to Natasha when Natasha says drop me, and he's like no, and then you see him like pretty much like no, you need to get out of here, and just cuts the rope because he's basically fighting a 2-on-1 fight, and he can't fight with her there. And I get it, I really get it because like Yelena, she was on a mission. Yeah. She was on a mission. So the fight was actually pretty good, and that's how the episode ends, is with that fight. It was actually pretty. It's a very good fight. The fights are well choreographed in here. It kind of reminds me of the Daredevil fights in the Netflix shows. How like grounded and how they choreograph it. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the episode, he tells Kate she has to go. It's over, which I understand because she ain't. For all intents and purposes, she's a spoiled brat who has no idea what she's up against. She do not understand what she's up against. She thinks, oh, we can take him. Girl, that's a widow.
Fool.
Yeah. It took everything he had.
You can't be this stupid.
Yeah.
You really can't.
Like, you don't... Your little karate champion stuff that you got...
That's cute.
Yeah. Yelena got bodies on her resume. So if she decides to kill you,
it's over.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what he's trying to and that's why I say Kate doesn't, it's not registering to her because like you don't get it. He's trying to keep you alive. That's the only reason why he's still here.
Only reason. Because
you won't stop. For whatever reason, you won't stop. And if he leaves, it's going to be on his conscience that you got yourself killed trying to, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you would get yourself killed. Mm-hmm. But that's how the episode ends. Once again, another stellar episode. another short one. Not hating on that, by the way. But I thought this one could have actually used an extra couple of minutes, in my opinion. Probably about an extra 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, it definitely went by quick. The pacing, as always, is good. Like you don't feel like that lull. And every episode's been like constantly moving forward. I guess you have to like. There's no chance for a filler BS episode when you only got 6. So
Yeah,
we gotta keep talking.
Yeah.
Come on, keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see. Next week is episode 5.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And then hopefully we'll find out who, because I still think her mom is up to something or knows something. I think Jack he's a mustache twirling villain, but I think now it's not what we think it is. I think he's just like a con man that's trying to.
Yeah, I think he's a barely anything con man with the tracksuit mafia. Like he ain't even nothing.
Yeah, he's not, because remember in the first episode, his dad was like, "Yeah, dude, you ain't Jack without me, without my money." So
exactly. So, and even though he has the Ronin sword, and maybe it really was the mom who took the sword and killed him anyway.
Yeah. I can see
it
that.
Might not even been, because Jack is being set up so well to be this horrible dude who did all these things. It's probably not even going to be him. It's going to be the mom.
Yeah, basically. I will say this though before we get out of here: the LARPers came through in the clutch, which we knew they were coming back. I just didn't know how they were going to come back. And once again, Kate telling all her business to everybody. I'm like, I would not send her. I just do it myself. I need to go do something.
Yeah, just do it because, come on.
He didn't need everybody knowing, but it's probably gonna wind up helping in his favor.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll be back one more time.
Yeah, but I'm just like, bruh, okay, yeah, the dude. I think he was the cop. The black dude was the cop. I think the other girl is the firefighter. That's the one that does all the costume making. I'm like, he got pretty much the main ones in the apartment. They making costumes for them, so now we know how the costume is going to get made. I
still thought it was funny when she drew like the old school,
the actual.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I remember playing the arcade game, and I was like, I want to be Hawkeye with that purple,
with that purple mask thing on. Yeah,
the foolishness, all that was.
So now we know how. But the thing is, he's supposed to be out of trick arrows. So I wonder how they're going to get him made since he doesn't really have access to shield. So that's going to be interesting. So they're probably going to make him next episode. That's probably one of the things they're going to do next episode. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. The Disney Plus shows are really knocking it out the park.
Yeah,
like, every last one of them. So
yeah, you don't feel gypped.
Yeah,
This is a show that's quality.
That's why I like the 6 episodes. Yeah, just do. I don't need 20. You don't need 20 episodes to tell a story. You really don't. You really don't need 13. Because look, one of my big complaints about the Netflix shows was there were too many episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It would get to a point where you're like, dude, like the story was told in 7 episodes. Y'all added 6. Don't do that. You added 9 more. Don't do that.
You get into the filler episodes.
Because there would always be like 2 or 3 a season. There would all be 2 or 3 filler episodes. You're like, okay, that did nothing.
And the only people who can get away with the silly filler episodes is the CW, because you're like, okay, there's going to be a musical, there's going to be an old black and white episode, there's going to be a time travel episode. Like you know, it's CW, that's what they do. So okay, sure. But everybody else, I know what CW going to do. Don't y'all do that.
Yeah, don't y'all do it. Yeah,
don't you do that.
If I'm watching them, I expect that. I don't expect y'all to do it. Like that's why I was like, one of my main gripes with the Marvel's Netflix stuff was that it just felt like every season, like they had to get 13 episodes. I'm like, why? You told your story, and like most of the times, especially like for instance, Luke Cage, like the first season of Luke Cage, the first 7 episodes were strong. They should have kept it 7 episodes.
And I think that's how many episodes I got into it.
Yeah.
First 7. I don't think I finished season 1.
Yeah, because like the only Netflix show that actually you needed all 13 episodes was Daredevil season 3, because they set up how they did the Kingpin setup. they set it up throughout the entire season. So they did a good job on that one. But all the other ones, there was really no reason to be 13 episodes. That's why I'm loving how Disney Plus is doing it. To keep your stories tight, and 6 episodes, and I'm in and out and on to the next one. So
Yep.
keep
And then,
doing what you're doing.
plus, you also got to figure it's cheaper on the budget if you only do 6. It's
'Cause
cheap, and some of those episodes you're recording multiple episodes the same day, and then it's like, okay, come on, and then it's all knocked out. It's easier to keep things under lid and quiet if there's only 6 episodes and everything is shot really quick, and then it's like, all right, we're done. Everything is in post production now.
And I don't think Hawkeye should have a lot of CG. I know they have some, but it shouldn't be a lot. Not like with Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier. Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki had a lot of CG in it. But Hawkeye shouldn't. I know that chase where they had to shut down all them streets in New York before it cost a lot, but that's because they had to shut down streets, for that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to episode 5. So we will see you guys next Sunday to do episode 5. So anything you want to pimp out before we get out of here, Vicky?
Yeah, as always, come by my Twitch Fangirl Review. I'm going to start to do better and stream on my YouTube channel. We are on the road to 1,000 followers on YouTube. We are far from it, so please subscribe to the YouTube channel Fangirl Review.
Yep, please do that. Don't forget the Winging It podcast tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys had a chance to check out our Game Awards live reactions because we'll be doing our Fallout tonight. So stop by. That should be equally hilarious. And we'll see you guys next Sunday. Peace out, peeps.
Bye.